Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Sitting here, it's your girl, Kim Q, out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's hot, y'all. Of DailyQTips.com. Eat that sandwich, boy. Sitting here with Eho, and I hope everybody is doing very, 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 very well. It's been a pretty slow day here, but, you know, the holidays are always a time to reflect, right? So with it being the 4th of July, I thought about it. I said, man, you know, so many people, this is a good day for them. A lot of people are off of work. I'm sorry if you do have to work, because the holidays really should be a time when everybody can pause for the cause, right? But a lot of people are hanging out with family and friends. And I wanted to pose the question to you. Do you know anybody who is hanging out with their enemies for the 4th of July? Or for any holiday, for that matter? Or for any reason, any time. Do you know anybody that ever hangs out with their enemies? No, right? And that's because, guys, hey, what's going on, Ash? That's because people don't like hanging out with their enemies or people that they don't like. And here, what up, y'all? Not much. I'm just shooting a super quick video, but yeah, guys, people don't like hanging out with their enemies at all. They like hanging out with nice people. They like hanging out with their friends. So happy 4th to you too, Ash. So here is my whole thing. Like, my company, my primary company, is having a call-a-thon, and when I say make friends, not enemies, guys, I mean going out and talking to people. It is amazing to me how many people are surprised when you are genuinely nice to them. So many people, when we're younger, right, we're taught to make friends. But as we grow up, for some reason, we lose that. And so for many adults, it is surprising to them when you genuinely want to get to know them. If they are nice, if you smile and they smile back, they're like, well, where do we go from here? And you can just have a regular conversation, guys. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. And what you'll find as you grow your circle of friends, your circle of influence, that you're able to get so much more done in life so much quicker. Harvey Mackay, in case you don't know, Harvey Mackay is a man, I think when he was like 17 years old, his dad told him to add a certain number of people to his list of contacts every single day. And he did that for years, guys. And that is the reason why he was able to build an empire. I don't know what the value is, but this man literally has something called the Mackay 66. Google it. It's called the Mackay 66, and it's a questionnaire of 66 questions that he keeps on people when he meets them. Everything from what's their wife, their spouse's name, to what's their birthday, their anniversary, their favorite this, their favorite that. It's everything on that person. And what he would do is, before he would meet with a certain person, he would have his secretary. Oh, he would also have like people that he worked for go through newspapers and find clippings of anybody who was in his back in the day, they used to call it a Rolodex. But anybody who's in his database and his filing system, if one of his employees saw an article about them or anything like that, they would have to clip it and put it in that person's file. So Harvey Mackay, anytime he would have a meeting with that person, he would pull their file and flip through it and look at stuff and be caught up to date on where they're at now in this part of their life. It's amazing. And he credits that with him building very, very strong relationships with people, and then being able to leverage those relationships to get a lot done in business. That's who you want to be. I want to be the female Harvey Mackay. What I don't want to do, guys, is make enemies. And hopefully, regardless of whether you're in network marketing or not, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's just not a good practice. You don't want to make enemies. Why? Because it's just immature. You don't want to walk around pissing people off all the time. Yeah, it might be funny to certain people on Facebook. Yeah, it might get a rise. Yeah, it might get you some likes. Yeah, it might get you some shares. Yeah, it might get you some hits. But in the long run, even if you have a good reputation, after a while, it's going to hurt your reputation. See, a reputation is built over many years, but it can be lost in a few very short moments. So what am I saying? Like, we had the call-a-thon today. I posted something saying, hey, listen, if you got the bubble guts tonight, don't wait till you get the bubble guts tonight. And if you're worried about that job, then go ahead and jump on this. Hey, Janelle, go ahead and jump on one of these calls. That's just me making an offering. However, when I first got in this profession, it wasn't so subtle. I'd be like, you got a job, you're just over broke, you're jumping over bills, don't you want more for yourself? It was a very hard sell, which is attractive to no one, guys, even if that is their case. That's making an enemy. So you got to watch how you market, guys, and you just got to watch how you maneuver Period. People, even if what you're saying is true, they won't want to do business with you if they don't like you. And when someone likes you, trust me, don't think that you're, what do you call it? Invincible. And, now I got them. And they can just, people can go from liking you to not liking you real quick. Real quick. So watch how you market things. Watch how you market your opportunity. Watch how you market yourself. And don't be so quick to offend people just because they don't see eye to eye with you. Just because they don't want to do what you want them to do. People are people. They're not puppets. They are not puppets. And what you have to do is puppets. And what you should be doing, drinking my tea, Ashley, right? And I'm telling you guys, you got to, not only do you not want to be the type of person to make enemies, you don't want to hang around with people that make enemies. You got to watch who your circle is. Oh, that's what I meant to write in my quote book. I was talking to somebody today and he was like, he told me, please don't do that. He told me about this quote. My circle is so small. I find myself talking to my circle is so small. I often end up talking to myself or something like that. I was like, ooh, I love that. Guys, watch your circle. Watch who you are hanging around with. Watch who you bring onto your team if you're in business. If you're not in business, watch who your friends are. And not only watch who you bring into your team, watch who you lock arms with. Watch how they move and flow. If they're picking on people, if they're cracking crass jokes, even though it may be funny, you might want to watch clicking that like button, because what'll happen is people will, guilty by association, GBA. You don't ever want to be GBA, guilty by association. You click that like button, you click that love button, you ha 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 ha. People will remember that. And especially on social media, people see a lot of things. So you really, really, really want to be careful about that. Why? Not because anybody's going to do anything bad to you or anything vindictive to you, just because you will stunt your growth in business. And ultimately, the people that are builders, the people that go hard, and the people that are going to be the people that get you to where you want to be in life, they're not people that like drama. They're not people that like, just being messy. They're not those types of people. So, guys, make friends, not enemies. And if you're hanging around with people that like to make enemies and they kind of think it's a sport, they think it's cool, they think it's funny, then you might want to watch that. Because you will be GBA, guilty by association. And you'll find your business, your growth, a whole bunch of things. I don't know who that is. Who just clicked like? You'll find a bunch of things stunted. All right? So that is my message for today. Go ahead and finish your holiday celebration with your friends, because I'm sure no one's hanging out with their enemies. Why? Because we don't like people that piss us off. All right? Nobody likes to be pissed off. People like people that are happy. Even if stuff goes to the left, it's always so much better, guys. Like, what I admire most in the world? I admire couples that have a child together, and even though things didn't work out and they had a divorce, because being married, that's the most intimate relationship, right? Very, very intimate. But I admire those couples that, maybe they had to get a divorce. They weren't the best for each other, but they're still able to co-parent and do things in a not just amicable way, but they're able to do things the best for their child. That's how you want to be, guys. No matter what. And like I said, there's no relationship I can think of that's more intimate than a marriage at this point. Yeah, I can't think of anything more intimate than that right now. But if you have a business partner, guys, and they decide to go somewhere else, or you decide to go somewhere else, don't make enemies with those people. I'm so very thankful and grateful that in my first opportunity, when I left that opportunity, that no one was acting like an old sourpuss. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was acting funny and silly and very immature. I'm still friends with people from my very first opportunity that I left last year. We still talk. It's no shade, no bad stuff, no underhanded stuff, no slick stuff. No, I'm not talking about anybody in particular when you know you are. It's none of that. None of that. Now, I hope, and I want to be that type of person. I want to be the type of person that doesn't, carry ill will, because when you do that, guys, I'm telling you, good doesn't come back to you. It just doesn't. It never works out right. You know why? Because there are principles and laws that govern everything. And one of them is like attract like. Like attracts like. So again, don't be GBA, guilty by association. Don't hang with people that routinely make it a sport of pissing other people off and criticizing and critiquing other people in a way that is demeaning and insulting. Because if you do that, then that's exactly what you're going to attract to you. Now, go out and hang out. Go ahead and hang out with your friends for the holidays, because nobody hangs out with their enemies. And you be the, thank you for the like, and you be the type of person that makes friends and not enemies. I'll see y'all in the next video. Be sure to go over to DailyQTips.com. That's Daily Q-tips, like clean out your hair. DailyQTips.com. Just a play on my name. I know, right? Sounds weird when I say it that way, but you get the point. All right, bye. Happy 4th, too.